Talk Real Estate with Sharon McNamara, sponsored by Boston Connect Real Estate Services.
Hi, I'm your host, Sharon McNamara, and you are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. Let me share a little bit about my background before we get started. I am the broker-owner of Boston Connect Real Estate, a boutique firm that is home to over 30 real estate sales and marketing agents who service home buyers and home sellers throughout Boston, the South Shore, the South Coast, and Cape Cod. Our firm takes pride in assisting our clients in the next chapter of their lives by taking a holistic approach to their real estate endeavors. We believe that every move should be a moving experience. Every week, my co-host Melissa Wallace and I will provide you with my team's unique marketing approach to selling homes and share with you our expertise in navigating the home buying process. We value the experience of our agents at Boston Connect Real Estate so much that not only will you hear my perspective on real estate topics, occasionally you will hear the expert thoughts and opinions of our experienced agents at Boston Connect Real Estate. Be a part of our roundtable. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We love to talk real estate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you like to listen to podcasts at Talk Real Estate Roundtable. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with me at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate.
And good morning to all our South Shore neighbors. You are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. My name is Melissa Wallace, and I am joined live and in studio by Kristen Howlett.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone. What's going on? I feel like you haven't been on in a while, and I appreciate you being here.
Last week I know, because I'm not even working today.
I know.
It was a good excuse to get up early.
Yeah, I know. You start your day early.
I know, and it feels good, actually.
Yeah.
Listen to a podcast, book on tape on the way here.
What are you listening to right now?
It's heavy. I don't want to talk about
it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm still reading The Housemaid.
Oh, jeez.
I'm halfway through now.
I just hooked up with Julia, who used to be our office.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because she's a great book reader. And
did she have great recommendations?
She did. I have a goal this year of, I think, 90 books.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm doing good.
How
I think
far?
I'm already at 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing good this year.
You are doing good this year.
I'm trying to stop doom scrolling.
Yeah.
And read.
When we went on vacation, I did bring my book to read. I wanted to read to and from Florida on the plane, but I ended up starting The Pit instead. So I watched 7 episodes.
That's easy to get.
Of The Pit. I wasn't expecting to like it. I just sort of threw it on because I was like, okay, everyone's talking about this. And then Ethan, of course, fell asleep. And then he was like, how far did you go in your book? And I was like, I got to episode 4. And he was like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
Hold on, I want to share my I don't know if I did this right. I want to share it on Facebook.
So yeah, we are live on social media, so be sure to follow us. I'm waving. I don't know if anyone's watching right this second, but I'm waving, so be sure to follow us, Boston Connect Real Estate. I'm also live on Sharon L. McNamara's Facebook page as well. We're not live on Instagram, but we are live on YouTube, so you can go to Boston Connect Real Estate TV on YouTube and find us there. Waving again. We want to have fun today.
We do.
Yeah, we've been so serious the past, I don't even know how many shows that we've done. We've been so serious. So when we were talking about doing the show today, we were like, let's just have some fun. It's summertime.
And real estate's been serious.
Real estate has been heavy.
Busy and... Yeah, a lot going on.
Yeah, your phone's heavy. Apparently, it fell over. But yeah, it's been heavy. There's just a lot going on, and I do sort of want to start the show off with what's going on in your business. But in case somebody hasn't caught your show with me the past, I don't know how many years we've been doing shows together, why don't you reintroduce yourself to all of our listeners?
My name is Kristen Howlett. I'm a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate. I always mess up. I was licensed in 2018, so do the math. I specialize in, lately, I feel like I have a little niche, but especially first-time home buyers, I love. Sellers, downsizers, anywhere in the South Shore. That's about it.
You live at home with your honey.
Oh, I live at
Honey
home with
meaning
my
your dog.
husband. Yeah, my husband and my 3 kids who are in and out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
My older son just took off to Chicago for the weekend. He's living his best life.
Yeah.
And my daughter's home from school. My son's home from school. Well, he's actually back at school, but back and forth. And Honey.
And Honey.
Mm-hmm.
The
He's
golden
gonna go
doodle.
for a walk today.
Oh, look at Honey. And you live in Bridgewater. I don't know if you said
Bridgewater.
that. And you've been there for how many years?
25 years.
25 years. So if you need to know anything about Bridgewater, or you want to get into Bridgewater, Kristen is the person here at Boston Connect Real Estate to talk to.
On the weekends, I help out the McNamara Horton team with their new construction in West Bridgewater. And I love being over there because I'm able to give the scoop of that whole area.
I'm sure you are. I haven't been there in a while. I got to go over there. I know that when they were finishing up the single family home that they have over there, I walked it with Sharon, but I haven't seen it since it's been completed and staged.
I snuck in the other day and I did. I'll do another video. I'm going to do a little teaser video this weekend because I'm there tomorrow. And it came out so nice.
Yeah, I know. I saw the
kitchen. The kitchen is to die for. It's so nice, and I like that it's just a little bit different. Not your
it's definitely a different layout, but I feel like it works.
It totally works.
Yeah, and
like having that little mudroom in between the garage, which that's something that I'm like, all right, well, you come in the front door or you come in the garage, and you've got this great mudroom space that you can do a pocket door and hide it.
Tracy calls it the drop zone.
Yeah.
So Tracy Grady, who is also a full-time real estate agent here at Boston Connect Real Estate, with her husband, they make up the Grady team. She did the show with me the past 2 weeks. She calls it the drop zone because she has new construction as well. 7 Elm Place in Hanson just went on the market this week. I believe they're doing open houses there today and tomorrow from 11 to 1.
Is that the last one over there?
No, I think there's one more after that, maybe.
I think it's the original house because Tracy, I helped my client sell that original old barn house.
Yeah. I know.
Farmhouse.
Isn't that awesome?
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable what you can see. What you can see can happen after the the transaction. Someone with a vision. That's what I was trying to say.
So that's funny that you say that because I am helping a wonderful client right now, Julia. I met her actually at Cochesset at the open house, and she was looking. She ended up getting something under contract in Easton, and we're going through the whole new construction. And I meant to text Mary this because I kind of bullied my way into Cochesset. I didn't know much about new construction. So about 3 years ago, I knew Mary was getting married and there was a lot going on. So I was like, can I shadow you and kind of learn? And I was able to learn from her, and she knows that community like the back of her hand. So I was able to shadow her. But I also learned so much that now I have so much confidence going into another builder and helping my buyer. Like we were looking at kitchen and we were designing the kitchen and I had my little inputs, which we did kind of use.
That's amazing.
We last night got the plans for the actual kitchen, and it was so fun to see it come to fruition.
Yeah.
And I said to the project manager, the site super, and the kitchen lady that was there, she was awesome. Kitchen designer, I shouldn't say kitchen lady. Kitchen designer. And I said, this never gets old.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's so fun.
It's something new every time.
It's so fun. And how fun is it to go and you watch somebody come up with all their favorite things and put it together, and everyone's happy and smiling. And
yeah, I know. And you have to have vision in order for that to sort of come about. And we did talk about new construction last week, and one of the things that I said was I am probably not a great candidate for new construction because I can't make decisions when it comes to, I would second guess myself the whole entire time. Like, oh, does that actually look good together?
Yeah.
Is someone pulling my chain? I need someone to say, here are your 3 options, choose one, not the world's your oyster.
I will say Mary does a really good job when she does selections. We can
Yeah.
ones that I've done with her, if we feel that somebody is indecisive, she's good with saying, okay, let's narrow it down.
Yeah.
Let's take this. And so if you have somebody good that guides you, it can be overwhelming. But if you have someone that can kind of guide you into the right.
Yeah. Well, I love that you bullied yourself into that because
Totally.
I think that you do an excellent job with new construction. So,
and my favorite part, as we're having fun, like my favorite part is, so my client Jen is next door to the model. And so last week I was going down to, Melissa Clemens was down there, and we were walking down to the single family, and I text my client Jen. I said, come on, let's take a walk. And so we walked down, we caught up, and my favorite part of being down there is like waving to everybody, and all my past clients come in and chit chat.
I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love that. And like I said, with you bullying yourself into there, which I don't think that that's the right term. That's what you used. But, I think you are definitely servicing your clients the right way.
And I'm building my dream home in my head.
Yes. Okay, let's have some fun. I want to know what's going on in your business. Hopefully it's fun. What's going on with you?
A lot. So
what are you seeing in today's market? What are you dealing with right now?
There's a lot of buyers are out. They're wanting. It's crazy. It's still crazy. We were just talking about the new listing on Elmer Street, which I got to preview last night quickly. I think that if houses are priced right and they're in good condition, they're going quickly.
Yeah.
There are some outliers that we can't explain, but it's the market is still pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm busy. I'm crazy busy.
Yeah.
Right now I'm in this, God is sending me people that need my help.
Yeah.
And they're not easy. Like I have one that is coming soon in Taunton. It will be on. It's a sad situation with some medical issues and a death. And he ended up having to go back to, he's moving back to Pittsburgh. So I'm helping the sister, and every step they take, they get, Title
2 steps
V
back.
failed,
Yeah.
and, but my Owen's helping, and we're having fun with it, and you know what? Eventually, we'll get it done.
Yeah, and you know what you always do.
Mm-hmm. I have another client who I'm helping right now, who is a referral from a past client. Same thing. Her husband passed away, and she just needs some help. She wants to move in with her sister down the Cape.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Who wouldn't?
Yeah. They're going to rent a little house, just her and her sister, and they're going to be like the Golden Girls.
I think, getting back to that property that you previewed. So Sharon McNamara here, who couldn't be on the show today. That's why it's Kristen and I, two peas in a pod. Has a new listing on 136 Elmer Street in Pembroke, and they are actually, the sellers of that house are purchasing another property and needed to get their house on the market pretty quickly after getting their offer accepted. Guess what, everybody? You can get an accepted offer with a home sale contingency.
Yeah, things are changing.
Are changing, which they did. So they're, we had to quickly put it on the market, and of course, always doing professional photography. So we did a coming soon on social media, and like a lot of our coming soons sort of blew up, and just everybody is crazed for it. It was just one picture, very limited information, but you know what?
It's
if you're
such
working
a
with
New England like who doesn't
it's
love
a Cambrel Cape, like
so
it's
cute
with a detached 2-car garage,
that little
with the
breezeway.
Oh,
yeah,
I mean
so cute.
It's just an adorable perfect little house.
And to your point, I was in it last night, and I know that they weren't prepared to put their house on the market.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show I'm doing that now. I'm trying to declutter. I feel like every week I'm going to Salvation Army or, Big Brother, Big Sisters picking up at my house. Start to declutter. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
You get rid of things.
Yeah.
I end up with people's things at my house. My family's ready to kill me. Even the
I'm
house
getting
in
a
Taunton.
dumpster because of that.
I have so much stuff. So, but thinking about that, maybe you're not ready to sell right now, but like in a year from now, 2 years from now, maybe you will downsize, but like start in the garage.
Yeah.
whoever owns that Elmer house is so organized.
I know.
They have a lot of stuff in the garage and in the basement, but it's so neatly organized.
It's organized. But you know what? They're living in that every day.
Yeah.
And even though they sort of unexpectedly put their house on the market pretty quickly, they live in a way that, like, it could go on the market unexpectedly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I was thinking that last night, that it must have been so stressful for them to like think, oh,
we were just like,
we're
gonna be moving your slippers, but we'll move them back, type of thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, I showed up. I helped Sharon on Thursday with the photography. I got there first, and I'm just cleaning up a little bit on the yard. I fixed the American flag that was sort of flipped over, and because it was a windy day that day, and moving some like pots and things like that. And somebody pulled up, got out of the car, and said, "What are you selling this for?" And then while we were talking, there was another gentleman driving by videotaping.
I know, it's crazy.
Like, it was just, at the point I was like, okay, do I need a bodyguard? It's like, what is happening? But Sharon showed up and talked to him about the house. His daughter was looking. He was a builder, things like that. So it's just it's a little crazy right now.
So I feel like also, so I have a closing on the 20th. The 29th? No, 29th.
Monday. Is it a Monday?
Monday.
Yeah.
So it was a referral from my favorite lender, Christine Fisk.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that when she texted me, the buyer, she said, "Oh, you might not remember me, but I'm so-and-so, and I lived there." So she grew up literally right around the corner. And I've known her since she was the cutest little girl ever. And they started looking like after COVID, and then they didn't have a great experience, and then they kind of laid off a little bit. But I feel like that's a lot of what we're seeing. People who are a little bit discouraged. Yeah. And even though the market is still busy, it's not COVID proportions at all. Yeah. Like you've got it, like you said.
Yeah.
And they were able to, they found this house. They loved it. We went to look at it. We put an offer in, and they got it.
Yay! For them.
Meant to be.
Meant to
right?
be. Yeah.
So the fun thing is that they get to live in, like, they're not going to outgrow this house. It's perfect for them, and it all worked out.
Yeah. I have this entire list of all these things that are like real estate facts.
Funny facts?
I don't know if they're funny, but like just things that people might not know. Did you know that realtors have been around for over a century?
I sure did, because I read your email.
Oh, yay. So back in 1908, a group of real estate professionals in Chicago, actually.
Jake's in Chicago
Shout
right
out Jake.
now. He sent me a picture of deep dish pizza, and he was like, I just paid $11 for what's the pizza that's frozen pizza? Oh, I missed the joke here.
Elio's?
No. Red Baron.
Oh,
you know
Red
the
Baron.
little Red Baron pizza? We used to have those at Edgewood, the pizza place.
Yeah.
So I just got an $11 Red Baron pizza. I'm like, that's a deep dish. He's like, it wasn't that good.
Oh. So what was I saying? 1908, a group of real estate professionals in Chicago formed what would become the National Association of Realtors. 8 years later, they rebranded as the National Association of Real Estate Boards.
Oh.
And that's when the term realtor was officially born.
Interesting.
Yeah.
One of the other fun facts I saw on here is that most of the realtor or real estate agents are women. Which is funny because somebody just asked me this recently, may have been my husband, but I kind of thought it was like a straight 50-50.
Yeah, it says 63%. According to the National Association of Realtors, 63% of realtors are women.
So only 13% more of 50-50. Yeah.
So think about how many people that is.
Yeah, that's
Really,
crazy.
that's a lot. So what else? Brokers are, the average realtor closes 10 deals a year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I think that's probably right. Well, I don't know about average. I mean, I know some people that only do a couple, but they do some high high-end ones, and that's all they need.
Almost everyone buys with an agent. So 91% or 9 out of 10 buyers work with a real estate agent or broker. So this is from the 2025 Profile of Home Buyers and Sellers from National Association of Realtors. Most say their top reason is simply finding the right home. Others count on their agent's negotiation skills to secure the best price and handle the paperwork smoothly.
So the first-time buyers that I was just speaking of, one that grew up around the corner from me, they initially tried to go without an agent. And they're very thoughtful, but I think they would agree that they made the right choice.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just kind of going back and forth. And I have another buyer that I was at yesterday. I'm going to tease about. I was at the world's longest home inspection. It was
I saw your Instagram
like 5.5
post.
hours.
What?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say names. He's a very nice and very thorough inspector.
5.5 hours.
He just does it his way, and I had him once before, so I knew that. And he's very sweet, very nice, very good inspector. But that client too, first time. He's not a first time buyer, but he's a reload, and he didn't think he needed an agent. They thought that they could bypass the agent, but sometimes it's like awkward conversations or things that you need to. And I think he would agree too that he made the right choice in choosing Kristen Howlett, Realtor
At Boston Connect Real Estate.
at Boston Connect Real Estate.
Oh my gosh. An average homeowner stays in a single property for almost 12 years.
I see that.
Yeah.
The Hollywood sign started as a housing ad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go do that one.
Before it became the world's most famous landmark. Have you ever seen that? The Hollywood sign?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. When I went to
the Hollywood
California.
sign isn't just a giant real estate ad. Built in 1923, it originally read Hollywood Land and promoted a new housing development in the hills. When the last 4 letters came down years later, the sign shed its sales pitch and took on a new life. Now it's the ultimate symbol of fame, ambition, and dreams.
Wow. I agree with this. Most Americans find their homes on the internet. So 51%, according to the National Association of Realtors, 51% of buyers find their house online.
It's funny how many people, it's not funny, it's 2026, how many people rely on AI.
I know. Yeah. Married couples still lead, but single women outbuy men. So 61% of recent buyers are married couples. But here's the twist. Among those buying solo, women are far ahead of men. Single females, not women's. Single females now make up 21% of all buyers and 25% of first-time buyers, while single males account for 9% overall and 10% among new buyers.
What about this one? First-time home buyers are older than ever.
Yes.
The typical first-time buyer is now 40 years old, an all-time high. This marks a dramatic shift from 2007 when first-timers made up nearly half the market. The reasons are clear. Soaring home prices, low inventory, and high interest rates have pushed ownership further out of reach. Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think that maybe some people just, like you, can't make a decision.
I
They just wait.
Or you have to put
Maybe you
in
don't
8
know
offers like I did.
Maybe you don't know where you want to live in your late 20s and early 30s.
Yeah. I mean, how old was I? 32? 32 when I bought my house? What year was it?
Wait, did I tell you this? I didn't finish my story.
Okay.
I was on my way, and for some reason, it kept giving me a loop, and I kept driving past your house. It had me take a right, then go down, and just kept making me go in a circle.
Oh, really?
The
Why?
weirdest thing. I have no idea.
Oh, for Elmer?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it
I did
takes
it 3
me
times.
3 minutes to get to Sharon's house.
I know,
I could
but
walk there if I needed to.
It was crazy.
We do have a comment on Facebook. Shelly says, Kristen is the best realtor and friend to me. When we found out my dad was sick and needed to live closer to us, the whole process was made easier due to her knowledge. If anyone is thinking of buying, selling now, or in the future, reach out to Kristen. It will be the best decision you make
Shelly,
for
I'm
real
crying.
estate.
Well, Shelly, we're talking about having fun. Shelly Donahue is one of the funnest people you would ever,
Really?
ever want to meet in your entire life. She's always smiling. I've known her pretty much most of the time that I've lived in Bridgewater. And her husband, Keith, and Brian coached baseball together. And if Keith stuck around to coach with Brian, then he's a keeper. But, yeah, they were so much fun. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Shelley. I'm copy and pasting that for my reviews.
Oh, my God.
That was awesome.
Did you know that in Scotland, which we sort of got overtaken by the Scots the past week or so, I mean, they've been having so much fun. Everyone's been having so much fun in the city, everywhere. So we welcome you. Everybody's had, speaking of having fun. But in Scotland, red doors tell a success story. In Scotland, a red front door means one thing: the mortgage is paid off.
Oh, I love that. Shout out to my favorite Scottish client, Paul Webb.
Yeah. Hey, Paul Webb. 65% of Americans would consider buying a haunted house.
Oh, would you?
Would you?
I would never.
No,
never.
I don't think so.
I would never. Because I'm going to tell you, I know what you did last summer or Halloween. Like, I can deal with those. But
like slasher films?
I can deal with those.
You can't deal with hauntings.
I can't deal with like paranormal.
Oh,
I can't.
There was a time where Mary and I were on a kick of like found footage movies. So like there's like this trilogy or whatever. It's like Hell House LLC, and like it's a very scary like found footage movies, very much like the Blair Witch Project.
And
what's
the other paranormal right?
Activity?
When it shows them taking the blanket off the lady's bed while she's sleeping.
I know, yes, scary, but apparently, 65% of Americans would consider buying a haunted house. So, according to the New York Post, nearly 2/3 of Americans are open to buying a haunted home. 39% said yes outright, while another 26% would consider it under the right circumstances.
Interesting.
And then 1 in 3 respondents reported that they've already lived in a home that believed to be haunted. So I guess Rocket Mortgage did a survey on haunted houses. So even if a property comes with paranormal activity, it really scares buyer away. Only 18% would sell immediately upon discovering a haunting. 41% would get curious, and researchers researching the home's backstory are even trying to coexist peacefully with a ghost.
That's not for me, not one bit.
Yeah, and then it goes into like supernatural like signs. So mysterious noises, strong presence, apparitions, moving objects. This is a great little segment for when we do the
that's a great one.
When we do our show during the fall or during Halloween season of scary real estate things.
That is scary. I'll have to do a poll and see if any of my clients feel like they have a little paranormal.
Oh, really?
Okay, so the White House has 132 rooms.
Wow.
Guess how many bathrooms?
30.
How'd you know? 32. You read it.
Oh, 32.
32 and 6 levels. There's 412 doors, 147 windows, 28 fireplaces, 7 staircases, and 3 elevators.
Wow. That's a lot. How do you clean all that?
I don't know. But what do you think is the priciest zip code?
Priciest zip code? Is it 90210?
No, 94027.
Where's that?
Atherton, California. Tops the list as the most expensive zip code in America. In February 2025, the median home sale price hit $12 million, according to Redfin. The town attracts tech billionaires, CEOs who value privacy over proximity. Wide lots, tree-lined streets, and strict zoning rules keep new construction rare and prices sky high.
Yeah, that's probably why I've never heard of it before. It's like couldn't afford the zip code. Yeah.
A knife as a housewarming gift may be a bad idea.
Why? Why is that?
In many cultures, giving a knife as a housewarming present is considered bad luck. If you really want to give a gift, there's an easy fix. Attach a coin. When the new homeowner gives it back to you as payment, the bad luck disappears.
Oh,
that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. A little bit of a quick rapid fire. So fun facts, most buyers begin their home search online before ever stepping into a property. We sort of covered that. Yeah. Fun fact, the first agent a consumer remembers is often the one they contact when they're ready to move. So no matter how many times you talk with somebody over and over again, it's not until they've made up in their mind that they're ready that they contact who they want to work with.
Interesting.
Fact, consumers are hiring agents based on trust and familiarity long before they need real estate services. Why real estate is often a relationship business rather than a sales business. I think that you would agree with it being a relationship business.
1,000%. Yeah. I was thinking the other day that I think with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 of my clients, I could text any of my clients at any time and just be like, hey, what's up? My client that just referred me, this cute lady that needs some help.
Yeah.
Her next text was, you should call, because I helped her mom too. You should call my mom and go visit her.
Yeah.
So that's the type of relationship that I have with my clients. Like, you're stuck with me for life. You're not getting rid of me.
What do you think consumers are actually looking for when selecting an agent?
Someone they can relate to. I try to. One of my other favorite lenders, Jen Morrison at Cross Country Mortgage, she gave me, I always tell the story that she talked me into getting my real estate license. Yeah. We were in Nantucket, and she says that, you date. It's like, we're going to date. We're going to date for 30 to 45 days. We're going to be exclusive. We're going to answer each other's phone calls. I think you have to trust the person, and you have to be able to relate that to them. In this fast-paced world, like maybe sometimes I'm not the quickest to get back to emails, but if I say I'm going to do something, I try to stand by my word and do it. But you know what I was just thinking?
What?
What's one of your funniest, like what's an experience, whether it was at an open house or something that like made you die laughing?
An experience at an open house.
You'll think about it and I'll tell you mine.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm showing a condo. This is recently. I'm showing a condo in Quincy with my fun little first-time buyer, Katie, and the agent. So I had set the appointment up, and the agent gave me the lockbox code. We got access to the condo.
Yeah.
And we get there and we open the door and there's somebody sound asleep.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. He's literally sound asleep on the thing. And I'm like, oh my God. I shut the door and the two of us are literally dying. Like we can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
So I text the agent and she's like, that's all right. Just go in. Or it might have been a guy. I don't know who I was texting. Just go in. And I'm like, I'm not going in. He's like sound asleep. So I'm knocking. Finally, he comes to the door. He opens up the door. He's so bothered that we're there. He lights up a cigarette. He goes into the bathroom, goes to pees with the door open. It was the most awkward. And we're just walking around. The two of us are trying so hard to control our laughter. And we got through it. Thank God it was only maybe 600 square feet that we were able to go through everything. We shut the door and the two of us died laughing because it was so uncomfortable but so awkward, and this guy was just like, oh, I just woke up. He didn't even care.
I would say that something that comes to my mind was I remember this was maybe 2 years ago, kind of in the winter time, and Sharon was selling a mobile home in Carver, and I was doing an open house. And I just remember, I like to be early because I put my signs out and everything, and we have balloons, and somehow the balloons in my back seat got tangled, which I have a method to not get them tangled. And then I have the signs all the way in my trunk. So I have a Jeep. I open my trunk and I'm trying to get the balloons out, and the sign is so heavy. The sign falls out of my trunk. I'm leaning all the way over to get all these balloons out, and some words came out of my mouth. I'm literally at the entrance of the whole entire community, and somebody just drives by and then circles back and just opens their window and goes, "You selling something in there?" And I'm like, I'm sweating. I can't get this sign out. And I'm like, yes, if you'd like to come to my open house. And he's like, I'll wait.
That's so funny.
And just waited and just watched me
Didn't try to help you?
struggle. And I'm like, this is so awkward. I'm like internally dying.
Oh my God, he didn't even say like, can I give you a hand?
Oh, it was also raining.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, why am I even putting balloons out? The rain's gonna
Yes.
it was just like raining in the morning, and then I knew it was gonna stop. And I'm like, what is happening here? Like, I just felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. And then, he just waited and just watched me.
One of my first open
Yeah.
houses at Cochesset was number 7. It was a single family. And I had all the balloons in my hand, and I pulled up and grabbed the sign and then went to grab the balloons. Whoop, up they went. An entire bouquet of balloons. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Another time I did an open house at, this was at Bristol in Pembroke. So this is a couple years ago, even before COVID. And I remember doing an open house, and nobody was in there yet, but I don't know, somebody was doing yard work or something at one of the houses in the community, and he had this like rinky-dink pickup truck that like you could totally tell it was like a dump truck.
Yeah.
Like, you run to the dump with it. He had, I have to show you this picture. He had an entire like tree just like hanging out the backside, and it was dragging on the ground. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? And he just kept piling things in it. And then he, tries to go up the hill, go down, and the tree just falls out of the, just slides out the truck. And I'm like, and then there he goes. He gets out of it, puts the tree back in, like,
Didn't secure it or anything.
it just kept throwing it in there, and but the truck was not big, one of the older like little bed trucks. Again, a truck that you probably used to go to the dump.
That is so funny.
Or to, do yard work and things like that. And it was like literally an actual tree, like a whole tree just hanging, dragging on the ground. I'm like, what is that?
Oh my God.
I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone there.
Yeah. Trish came in, remember a couple weeks ago, she came in with a little, she couldn't shake a showing that wasn't too
shake
fun.
a showing, yeah.
Sometimes you do walk in and you're like, what were you thinking?
Yeah. Well, when I was helping my cousin look at some condos, and we went to an open house, and there were signs everywhere, all in MLS. The agent made sure to let me know, like, make sure you use the back door, like come in through the back door. And I'm like, what's going on with the front door? So after we went to the open house, I was like, let's take a look at the front door and see why she doesn't want anyone to come through. Well, there was a sign from the association saying that a lot of cars had been broken into. People had been, things stolen from them and everything. And I'm like, of course, you don't want people to see that, but you can't hide it
Go
either.
in the back door.
Yeah, no. Take a look at the front door and see. And I don't even think that the front door. Oh, I remember. I was also showing her something in Taunton, and I think you drive by this community a lot, and the front door of the whole entire building was like fallen off of the building. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think we're going to look at that. Like, we didn't even bother going in. I was like, what, do you want to see it?
Sometimes there was one in Halifax. This was with Brian and Emma, and the person across the street came running over, and I don't know if she had her eyes on the property. She wanted someone. She was like, "Oh, that house is so bad." She started saying all this stuff, and she lived across the street. She started saying all this stuff about the house, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Started saying like all the things that were wrong with it. Started like gossiping about the people that lived there. And so if you want to sell your house, make sure you put in a good word with all your neighbors.
Yeah.
A lot of times we do see people who like decide to mow their lawn at the open house and be distracting.
Yeah. There was or even if you have, my friend had a yard sale actually at her house. She's not selling anytime soon, but she had a yard sale. I went by, and doesn't exactly get along with her neighbor that well. And he decided to mow his lawn and use the blower
To blow all this stuff?
There was no leaves anywhere.
Oh my God.
Nothing, just the whole entire time. It was right there. Oh gosh. Yeah, and when I used to do some open houses, that people, there was somebody who had like a dirt bike that would go like, just don't be like that.
One of my other favorite ones is 55 plus, which if you know that it's always quiet, very quiet. So it was a Sunday afternoon. It was a beautiful day. And in comes this guy with his radio blasting. It's like IROC Z with like his T roofs. And he comes in. He's like, I'm going to buy this house. What's 55 plus? Are you 55? He said, yeah. And then he proceeds to tell me his whole life story, how he had a mail order bride and she was young. And thank God it was 3 bedrooms because they were going to have a baby. I'm like, well, you can't really have a baby here.
Everybody
55
Everybody
plus.
needs to be 55 plus
He was
here.
basically like, what are they going to do? Kick me out? I'm like, yeah, they might.
Yeah, they might.
They might kick you out.
You talked about sort of your niche right now. So there are quite a few examples of niches in real estate. So first-time home buyers, you talked about new construction, condos, luxury homes is one as well, 55-plus communities, waterfront properties, relocation clients, estate sales, lots of little different niches, which I hadn't really thought about. But
lately, right now, I feel like God's given me a lot of estate sales.
Yeah. People need your help.
People need your help. And you know what? The thing that I'm learning too is, I like to say this, sometimes people feel like they're in quicksand and they can't do anything, but you know what? You can. And you know what? There's always, sometimes you just need somebody to look at it through a different lens. This woman, she's in Brockton. My first recommendation was I reached out to an elder attorney who his paralegal ended up calling her, and that kind of, helped her fears a little bit, and somebody who's on her side. She's afraid of being taken advantage of. Yeah. And, that's how we start the process. And sometimes somebody just holding their hand is just what they need. And, it's a lot. She's been in her house for a long time. She's got a lot of stuff. She's a yard sailor.
Yeah. So getting back to some surprising facts, a lot of home buyers actually purchase homes that weren't originally on their wish list. We saw this a lot like during COVID when the inventory was even lower than what it is now. So you had to sort of expand your towns, expand your style homes. But, even for me, I purchased a raised ranch. That's not something that I wanted when I was looking originally. The first house I had under agreement was just a standard ranch. It had a full-size basement as well, but I ended up walking away. Everybody knows about that after the home inspection. But with my house that I did purchase, I didn't really see myself in a raised ranch.
But your house, driving by it 3 times yesterday, it's so damn cute.
Oh, I hope so. It
so
definitely
cute.
needs to be painted. But I think it's cute. And I think that it thrives in the fall because the color it is. And it looks perfect with the mums outside. But yeah, it was definitely not what I was expecting. But, at that point, I had put in 8 offers. I think this was the 8th offer that I sort of put in, but I'm trying to think. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. Most, all of the houses I put offers in on were ranches.
Yeah.
Except for that one in Hanson. I don't even know what that would really be called. Maybe you saw it.
Yeah. A bungalow.
Yeah, like a bungalow. Yeah.
That one was really cute too.
Yeah, it was really cute, but everyone was having felt heavy in there.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah. So, and I just remember being like, okay, we all need to leave now.
Yeah. That other one, what was the one that was right over here on the pond that was so cute?
Yeah. So that was on Alice.
So cute.
Here. Yeah. Right. Sort of right across the street from the water. I have shown that to Ethan. I have said, oh yeah, and had a little like she shed in the back. I am glad that I didn't get that one, even though I wanted it so bad and I had gone there like 3-4 times to see it. I think that I would have outgrown it very quickly.
I was just going to say, can you imagine if you didn't have your basement?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say your lower level.
My lower level. Yeah, because it is partially finished. But Yeah, it's interesting. I'm glad that I ended up buying sort of a bigger house than I thought I was going to, because, you know, a few months later I had someone move in and I got a second cat, and, you know, you sort of outgrow spaces pretty quickly, but I feel like we can manage this. But, you know, anything else that I had, the one that I feel like did get away was my Kingston house, the house I put in.
You just said that.
The offer I put in, mainly because it was even bigger, and I did like it. I think the only two people who saw it were Mark and Matt. Matt Mahoney, who is a full-time agent here at Boston Connect Real Estate as well. Everyone came with me on my journey. Everybody knows that.
You would have thought I was buying a house.
You would have thought, yeah. But there was a time where I had to say, like, make sure that you're not putting in an offer for Kendall, because, of course, we never want to cross the line, and make sure that, you know, your confidentiality with your client was always number one. But if Kendall wasn't going for it and I was, you were there. You were at my showing. But okay, back to fun facts, or we're just having fun. Why do you think sellers overestimate their home's value?
Emotional.
Yeah,
You're emotional.
you're emotional.
I mean, sometimes you get sellers who are super realistic, and they're a dream, and they do everything they're supposed to do. My client, Marianne and Todd in Sandwich, Todd and Marianne were perfect sellers because we met, I gave them a couple of things to do. He did everything that I asked him to do. His house was perfect. Even though I'll say this, Marianne was like, oh my God, it's going to fall through. Nope. Everything went through perfectly. We had no issues. If it was an FHA buyer, and that's okay. As long as you know what FHA is going to look for. Todd went above and beyond, fixed all the things that I thought would come up on an FHA inspection. And guess what? They didn't come up.
Yeah.
So there was no stress. I think that having reasonable expectations, and then sometimes you get people who think their house is worth more than it really is. And
what the market value is.
You have heard me. What have I said? I will never, ever, ever have an overpriced listing ever again. It's not fun. It's not a good experience.
Yeah.
It's taking time away from my family that, it's my job, but
your other business.
And my other business. And if you're not going to trust my professional experience, then we can't work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back to having fun in real estate, I want to ask you, how do you have fun in your real estate business?
Oh my God, this is like putting me on the spot. I do try to have fun. I try to not be serious about all of it. Buying a house is a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's not that I try to downplay it, but I definitely, I feel like you can either go into it and be, like Eeyore, like, okay, listen, or you can just have fun with it, and my client who had the world's longest home inspection ever, he's very serious. He's very into AI. He's very into he's making a very thoughtful decision. But yesterday at that home inspection, he was hilarious. Yeah. And I'm like, I didn't even know you had this in you. The home inspector said that the nozzle, you know how we have it downstairs in the kitchen?
Yeah.
To do from the stream, the steady stream to the spray. He thought it was broken. So me, curious, I went up, and it was just a little bit harder. So so I get it fixed, and he's laughing at me, the buyer. And he said, I want to look under the sink and see if I would have to switch it out. Well, there was a piece of granite. It must have been like the sample piece.
Yeah.
And I wasn't looking, and he said, oh, Kristen, look what just happened. And it was all broke. I just broke the granite. And I was like, what? He was joking.
Oh my God.
But I would have never expected it from him, because he's so serious and stone-based and taking copious notes and being so serious about it. So we had a couple of things like that.
Yeah.
And he was joking with the home inspector saying, Kristen fixed the sink.
Oh, by the way, Kristen, you can take that off your report.
I do think that it's, I think you have to. Like,
you have to have fun with it. Because it is so serious. And at the end of the day, it is very serious. It is your biggest investment, your biggest purchase in life. But life
and
is short.
You just want to make the right decision.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same as you. I can be indecisive. I mean, we want to move. I just can't. We're doing some renovations on our house. I really want to move to, I think, Marshfield, somewhere down that area. Then sometimes we tour with maybe the Cape or Sandwich, and I want to be near the water. But I get it. It's not easy. That when I see people who've talked about it in my same journey and they've done it, like my friend Dan Milso, he does some electrical work for us. He's been talking about buying a house in Florida forever. Guess what? He came to fix my outdoor outlet. They bought a house in Florida.
Yeah,
I'm so
great.
proud of them.
Yeah,
you know, they just it's just when you see people doing what they're happy about doing, or they do what they intend to do. It's fun.
It is fun. I want to give you an opportunity to give your contact information out to everybody before we have some final thoughts for the day.
Kristen Howlett, Boston Connect Real Estate. You can reach me at 617-448-4896. Kay Howlett at bostonconnect.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Trying to get better with social media. Trying to build up my Google page. Shelley, if you could copy and paste that little note that you wrote on my Google page, I'm trying desperately to get my Google, because I feel like that's a big, you know, even though I'm a referral-based realtor, people they want to see the social media proof. So give a Google review. You can go to bostonconnect.com to find all of our contact information as well. You can go to talkrealestateroundtable.com to find all of our past shows. You can type in Talk Real Estate Roundtable in your podcast app, anywhere you listen to podcasts, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, anything. We're there. You can listen to any of Kristen's past shows. She used to be with me almost every Tuesday night. I know.
But now we just do Saturdays. But
So what are you doing on this beautiful Saturday?
Well, I'm getting my nails done after this,
fun.
so I'm having some fun. I do have to work later, but we might go to actually Crochetti's and see if we can get some steak tips and things. I don't know, because it's Father's Day weekend, so it might be a little bit tough out there.
We're going to do some yard work, I think, and.
But tomorrow, tell everybody where you're going to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm at Cochesset from 10 to 1.
Yeah.
10 to 1, I get it confused. And then that's it. That's all I have for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Brian's golfing with Donnie and Owen. Jake bagged it and went to Chicago.
Yeah.
But they're golfing, and then we have dinner.
We do have a few open houses this weekend. Jenny Wendell is hosting an open house at 158 Bay State Circle in Hanson today from 11 to 1. There is an open house today at Cochesett Estates in West Bridgewater from 10 to 1 today and tomorrow. Mary's going to be there today. Kristen will be there tomorrow. And like I said earlier in the show, the Grady team is hosting an open house today and tomorrow at 7 Elm Place in Hanson from 11 to 1. That is new construction. Gorgeous. 30 Granite Street in West Bridgewater has an open house today from 12 to 2. Sue Bollinger is hosting that open house. And then there is 136 Elmer Street in Pembroke. Faith is actually covering that for Sharon McNamara. So Faith Birmingham, again, full-time agent here at Boston Connect Real Estate, hosting an open house
tomorrow.
136 Elmer Street in Pembroke tomorrow from 10 to 12. Happy Father's Day to everybody who celebrates.
Happy Father's Day.
And thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back live and in studio with Sharon McNamara next Saturday.
In studio.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood.